Hello, good evening.
Hey,
Uh,
folks.
Hey.
Aye,
Hello.
aye.
Hey.
Welcome back once again to Hecate's Dungeon. We're going to be playing some live Dungeons and Dragons, continuing the Princes of the Apocalypse campaign. If we can jump back on over to the map of Red Larch, I will start up some music. Okay. When we last left our heroes, they were on the way out of town to go and find this supposed goblin treasure with a little girl from the town called Pell. She's claimed that she's seen a goblin and is willing to lead the adventurers to the location. And when some of them seemed less than thrilled, she has said that you could beat up the goblins and then beat up the goblin and steal its treasure, which has just about pacified the party's resident pirate.
Yep.
Yep.
What is
All right.
goblin treasure, by the way? Can anyone want to take a guess at that?
What was said in the chat last week? Like, it's a rusty dagger and 7 copper pieces.
Thank you, Cups, thank you.
A really nice femur.
I mean, you could make some good stock out of that. I wouldn't discount that.
Oh, it's only been nibbled a little bit.
Yeah, perfect.
Probably
Goblin
by
soup.
you.
go.
If you're lucky, it still has a little bit of meat on it. Just a little bit. Just have to flip.
All right. You're being led out of town by Pell, and you are wandering out into the hills that surround the town of Red Larch. So you notice that now you're wandering out there in the daylight, you can see a bit better, particularly those of you who don't have night vision. You can see that the hills are littered with sort of remnants that make it appear like there's been activity here for a long time, like centuries, maybe millennia even. There are things like stone circles and old barrows, and some of the hills have little caves in and things. Is that Alex jumping on?
No, we lost Cinder.
Oh no.
Oh no,
So
that's
we
worse.
lost a different Alex. Amazing.
I didn't realize.
It was the opposite of what we
The
wanted.
opposite of getting an Alex is losing a different
Will we
Alex.
finish the stream with any players at all? That is the question.
Oh my lord.
Instead of 2
It's only
Alexes, now we have
because only
none.
seems to affect people called Alex. So.
Alex syndrome.
Oh my god.
So anyway, looking around, you see as Pell leads you along, and it's taking a little longer than your usual pace because you're all keeping pace with like an 8-year-old girl right now. You can
Personally,
see...
Ren is loving it because, this is exactly the kind of pace that her leg length can keep up with. So she's having a great time.
Yeah, for the smaller members of the party, this is
Yeah,
great.
I was gonna say, all things
We're very
considered, half of us move at 25 feet anyway,
Yeah,
so.
we're a slow party on average.
Yeah, it's a good point. The taller members are just getting used to sort of walking slowly. It's like going shopping with your mum kind of thing. After a while of being led forward, you see a particularly sort of rounded hill. It looks like it's been built into a deliberate barrow, and you can see that there's a large rectangular hole gaping amid the grass and the vines of a nearby hillside. A stone door can be seen ajar in the tunnel's dim depths. The door bears chiseled marks that might have once been a name, and I'm just going to move you... Oh wait, I'm just going to remove a certain person from the map who... because Alex isn't here.
To be fair to him, we did move the stream back an hour and then forward an hour, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that
daylight
wasn't
savings time.
Concept
It hit in the
daylight.
UK too. I was confused. I thought I was going to be an hour when I was.
Yeah. Just unfortunate. Right, I'll just leave him down there. Right, and now I'll move you onto the map. So it's not so. Oh! I just saw a thing. Alex is online. Alex is online.
Oh, we did it!
Yay!
We have summoned him.
His character part.
I guess we said his name enough times.
No.
It's a
When you
Beetlejuice
summon
situation.
Alex, you start talking about like Gundam or something. Start
There he
talking
is.
about mecha.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
They
didn't-
have the dynamic lighting. Oh my god, this is sweet. I love this.
I didn't know it was a Beetlejuice situation.
Oh, the fire, by the way, represents the sun. It's
Oh.
I couldn't work out how in Roll20 to make it so that the outside was brightly lit but had shadows and the inside wasn't. So there's a fire. I'll probably make a token that's like the sun.
I like that. The sun is our visible friend.
Here comes
Hey, Hephaestus, it's your patron deity.
Yes, it is.
Come on, Alex. Come on. I saw you come online, damn it.
Join us.
Oh, how about that April Fool's Day, eh?
Ah.
Enter the
How's
void.
April Fool's Day been treating you?
Yeah, I know.
Turns out it's not actually Alex, it's his evil twin.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Zayla.
Yeah, there we go.
What if Alex?
I'm not gonna try to pronounce his last name backwards.
See, the problem is that I actually know somebody who goes by Zilla, which is like Alex backwards, who's
Oh.
called Alex, and he's like he used to do like webcomics and stuff. Yeah. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna move him back off the map again because he's nowhere to be seen.
Put him up in a corner somewhere so we don't get a
Yeah.
preview ahead from
Is-
all
is
his
he-
vision.
Is he shedding light you can see?
Yes, I think it's because
Yeah.
we can all control his token. I did some research.
Oh, aha, right, okay. I just need to,
If you restrict control by player, then we can only see our own vision cones, I think.
aha, hang on, basic, controlling players can see and view. So, do I have to just make it so that your character sheets can only be edited by you? Is that how it's?
I suspect,
Okay,
or it
let's-
might be a token control thing. Hi guys, tech support.
let's test this. Yeah, tech support.
Welcome to the
hang on.
Roll20 troubleshooting stream.
Oh my
Welcome
God.
to us figuring out how to
This is
finally
the
get dynamic
problem.
lighting.
Like, because I have DM view, I can't always see. So it's in all. So can be edited and controlled by Alex K and nobody else.
All right, moment of truth.
Save changes.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, lovely people.
Woo!
Hello.
Okay.
So if I move Bacchus around now, are you seeing any lighting moving? Anyone else?
I do
No.
not.
No.
In fact, move them
No.
behind
Okay.
like this rock
No.
right here, really quick.
This one?
This one.
Okay. So Bacchus over here.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
the
No.
lighting.
Yep.
No new
Oh.
light sources.
So if you
Yep.
just do that for everyone, damn it. Sorry. Welcome to Tech Support Central with
That's okay. That means that people can only see what I see now.
yeah, that would be more fun.
It's a good thing I'm not playing Renato. Well, actually, no. He has Devil's Sight, so he would actually see
Gunnar
further than everyone else.
is where you at, Corey?
I-
And not all players. Save changes. Halser is Mr. Shrug. Can be edited and controlled by Shrug. For Shrug's eyes only. Hephaestus.
Shrug.
Hephaestus can be controlled by. No, not Kate. That's me.
Only
that's
Kate.
Sister.
Truly possessed by God's will.
Only by Kate. Can be. So that's Morgana. So that is Lizzie. Save changes. Ren. Sorry. Oh, nice. You put in the little piece of Ren artwork on your character sheet.
I got a commission something for Gunnar
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, same.
My the my friend who did mine is open for commissions at the moment. So if you like her style, she's available at the moment. I can ping people for the details. I'm not saying we have to have consistent character art, but you know, it'll be fun.
I just kind of miss it because, like, the very first warlock I made, Kate made this really sick ass like tiefling art. And
Oh yeah, no, we didn't play her because we played something different or something like that.
I want to use her at some point just because that art exists. It's real good.
Yeah, that tiefling warlock. Still, it went in my portfolio. nothing wasted. Okay, so anyway, you find yourselves at the at this square opening in the hillside, and you can see this. It's sort of there's grass and vines all over, and then there's this rectangular hole with a big stone door that is slightly ajar over the entranceway.
Sorry, not to worry you, Kate. My screen's gone black.
Sorry, which right.
Mine is okay. I can still see.
So,
if you control your character, you should be able to see your stuff.
No, nothing.
Oh,
No characters, no nothing.
okay,
no.
so let me just double check Morgana. Edit.
Check out this.
Controlled.
This
Edited and controlled by Lizzie. So it's not that. Advanced. Oh, has sight. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, it might have been because. Oh yeah, that's right. You were supposed to be
made
like
me blind.
I accidentally made you blind. Sorry.
Stricken from the eyes down.
Wow.
Okay. So anyway, outside. Apart from temporary blindness and things, outside of the
I looked into the sun.
You did-
outside of the cave,
Frank kind of
you
stumbles
can
around
see-
for a minute.
You can see a burly-looking half-orc wearing a fancy cape, and he's standing looking at the large stone door.
Oh, well.
He's
I should've-
mumbling about forgetting daylight savings time.
I knew it! I knew that was the cause.
Hang on, I should bring in a model for Pell. Oh, the only little girl I have is the goth lolly girl, but okay.
Perfect.
Perfect.
She's just doing a little cosplay today, that's all. She's wearing one of Grandma's old dresses. Which, Grandma's the baker, right? So that makes some interesting implications. We have goth bread now.
No, they have a poultry farm.
Oh, yeah.
They keep chickens, yeah.
So I guess, like,
Oh,
they're
the
getting all...
chickens you need for occult rituals.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a whole new meaning to the phrase "goth chick."
Oh, no. Gunnar will just stand back with his arms crossed. He's not sure who this dude is, but it's kind of suspicious to be just standing in front of a goblin cave. For reasons.
Sorry. Alright, yes, so this is Alex's character, Bacchus, who I hope you'll get to introduce yourself in a moment when the party decide what they're doing.
I'm waiting for the others, come on.
Yes.
Morgana would have stayed with Pell, so is Pell approaching it, or is she kind of pulled back?
She's just, looking around. She says, this is where I saw the goblin. Is that guy over there with you?
Oi!
Morgana,
You over there? What are you doing here?
My passive perception is terrible. I'm not noticing anything.
So Bacchus, you came out here because you were told that there'd been sightings of goblins around this area, and also that there's an old tomb here that possibly contains things of interest.
I see. So, completely ignoring the voice that just rang out behind me,
We'll
I
never know
will
who you
move
are.
forward and just start attempting to shift this door.
All right. Moving the door would be. It looks like a small person, like a child or a halfling or a gnome, could get through the gap. To move it will require a strength check. Let me just check the number. Okay. Stone door is open and a small character to move through it. It doesn't say how you're supposed to open it.
In or out? That's the
You're,
important
you're
question.
supposed to have a party made
Oh,
entirely
okay.
of gnomes.
No, there's no strength check. Apparently, it's lighter than it looks, I guess.
In that case, I'll just tear it off its hinges.
Okay.
It's actually just cardboard painted to look like wood.
Well,
Guess
so
so.
much for going
Yeah,
in quietly.
As you try to pull the door, thinking it's going to be heavy stone, you realise it's actually just a piece of wood that's been painted grey. And let me just do a thing with let's delete that. Boom.
Cool.
Jump onto this layer. And as you pull it aside, just like rest it, a bunch of metal stuff that was leaning against the back of it goes clunk, 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 as a bunch of metal wheel fixings that were on the back of the door clatter to the ground, making a loud noise that echoes into the depths of this passageway and around the hills in the area.
Morgana starts applauding really sarcastically.
Well,
I was gonna say, Ren shouts over, really subtle, love your moves.
There goes the
Okay, at
element
this
of
point,
surprise.
Barkus finally turns around and says, "Who are you?"
he's been deafened by the metal.
It's okay, we've only been here for 10 minutes.
That's true. Gunner's just gonna take a second to go stone. Because, well, if anything starts flowing out, now's the time to be protective.
Are you casting
Nope, just using the stone's durability.
Does he have to yell, "I'm going stone"? Every
I'm
time he does
going
it?
stone! That was awful. Ugh.
what shall I use as the
Does he
icon
put
for
other rocks in
this?
there?
None of these icons are ever like any good for like suggesting. I'm gonna use the shieldy one. There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay.
Morgana sighs and like lifts her staff up briefly before slamming it down. She's going to cast Shillelagh.
Okay. Good stuff.
Seeing Morgana do this, Barkus furrows his eyes and mutters under his breath, hoping that nobody really hears him. From the core of ice and cold, I call you. Heartbreaker, heed my call. And this massive two-handed sword appears in his hand.
Oh man. Wait, do you have Pact of the Blade yet?
I know, I suppose I don't know. You're very correct.
He just pulls out. Instead, it's a sword you painted blue.
I was hoping to have an hour to, get accustomed to the Sunday morning before we got into this.
That's okay.
Damn you, daylight savings.
Instead, it's a sword you've painted blue.
Yep. Well, just nothing happens. That's all. Nothing happens.
Instead, he mutters this under his breath and just like unsheathes the sword.
He's secretly a
I don't even have a
Chunibyo.
sword.
To him, it looks impressive.
Yep.
To everyone else, not so much.
She kind of... She'd roll her eyes very, very obviously and make a very kind of sarcastic bow towards him as if to say, are you going to go first or shall we?
Gunner just steps forth. He's not really gonna wait for
Pause,
anyone, so-
don't care.
Yep. Hill dwarves don't give a shit.
So as you guys start kind of coming towards the door, he goes, hold on, what's going on here?
We're here for the goblins. And apparently a
What?
ghost.
Alright.
Looks like there won't be much time until we have things rushing out of the door. So, might as well get a jump on them, huh?
Suppose so. And
Alright.
Barkus reaches under his belt buckle and pulls out a knuckle duster. Puts it on.
I'm really glad you said that and not something else. And I'm also glad that I had the wherewithal to not say the thing.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
That's impressive. Morgana will turn to Pell and she'll just say to go home.
She just nods and makes a run for it and says, "Bring me back some goblin treasure!"
Get out of it or I'll smash your face in.
Oh, jeez. She runs extra fast after hearing that. Okay,
Gotta be tough,
so you
kids.
guys can see there is a passage 10 feet high by 10 feet wide, and it runs straight into the hill, like carved in there, finished with stone. Old but well constructed, and you can see, those of you who can see well in the dark can see that it opens out into a room further in, and that there is a stone slab in there, like a table.
I may need dark vision enabled.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Is it not advanced? Yeah, it appears to be.
Is it?
It's
Yeah, it's
just
it's been-
maybe not as far as you might have expected it to be.
Or
Well, it
I'm just
should
seeing
be-
eternity in dim light. So it should be 60 feet,
Huh.
right?
Yeah, you should be able to
I feel
see
like I
about
should be
that.
seeing a little bit.
Yeah, I can
farther
see
than I am.
60 foot, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, that's
This time I'll
what
do
being able to
something-
see 60 feet looks like.
Ah, dark vision. Now we finally figure out how you really work.
Yeah. It's not as magical
boy.
as you might think.
Dark light and dim. That's what we have to remember. Dark light and dim.
Yep.
Right.
Well, there's something I actually can do this time.
Sweet.
So what's the marching order, lads?
I'll take the front if you don't mind.
Okay, Bacchus starts singing Let It Go and gets a magical ice dress that
Hell.
gives him a bonus to armor.
Introductions after the brawl.
I'll give you a shieldy thing as well, even though it's a different shieldy thing from the other one.
Thank you.
It
Okay.
totally counts.
All right. You can't currently see anything in the gloom, sort of skulking around. You can just sort of vaguely at this distance make out that there's a slab in there.
Gunnar looks back and says, "Right, well, who here is blind?
I
Morgana waves a hand.
Step up. He's gonna just do a couple of something to help both of these blind people.
Oh, light. Okay. Who are you casting it? What are you casting it on? You have to cast light on an object.
Yep, with Morgana, he's going to light up her staff. With Hephaestus, he's
Okay.
going to light up
Okay.
his shield, since he figures he probably won't.
Okay. So 20 and 20. Let's see. I think I do this by going like this. Let me
Nice.
just check that. Yep, that looks right. It's 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, and then dim light. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a torch!
And now I guess we should also be able
Oh
to
yeah,
see
and I
Hephaestus
also
on
need
that.
to click all players see light. There we go. So
Sweet.
now
There
you
we
should
go.
all see the light that's shed by that torch.
Yep, we do.
I can see the light.
All right.
Now that I can see the
Oh
light.
no! Too many recent Disney songs.
Oh my lord.
is this a musical episode?
Right,
Because you're
okay.
so shiny,
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
like a treasure from my sunken pirate wreck.
I was waiting for a Moana reference because that would be it for me.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
right. Well, now that we stick out like sore thumbs, how about we get?
After you.
He's gonna,
Yeah, after you.
He's gonna look over to Hauser and says, "You moving with me, or you stay back a little?"
If the big one ain't going first.
Well, in we go.
Barkus just stays back and whispers to the others. Always let dwarves go first when there's goblins around.
All right, in we go.
mighty kind of you, fella. I guess.
Keep close, everybody.
Try not to make too much noise. She kind of like Whisper kind of like glances at everyone wearing armor.
Gunner's not even gonna bother to do stealth. There's just no point. There's too many log people, and he's not particularly good at it.
Okay, so
Not Ozzy's style either.
the room appears to be empty. On the stone slab in front of you, it looks like there were once objects arrayed on it, but all there is now are patches of rust and like rusty bits of oxidized metal, as if whatever was arrayed on there that wasn't made of gold and silver has long rusted away. To your right, you can see a rusty-looking metal door.
Right, well, there's the start of the goblin treasure.
I'm just gonna go for it.
It's your move. I've made up my mind, etc.
Okay. What are you doing with the door?
Is it locked? I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay.
Maybe we should check for traps first.
As you touch the door, a ghostly figure comes gliding through it and into the room.
That is why.
He looks like he looks like a warrior. He's dressed in armor and sort of looks he looks like he was a human in life. A little old, but looks like he was once a warrior in armor and things. And he drifts on through and hang on, sorry, I've lost my page. Okay. Here we go. He says, "What brings you to this tomb?"
Goblins.
Goblins.
Goblins. You'll find no goblins inside, though I would be careful when going outside. The goblins have been preying on travelers.
Ah, great. I suppose we'll face them on the way out, huh?
And what, pray tell, are we to find inside?
That would be the tomb of my master. Please do not disturb his rest.
Epster just kind of looks over at everyone like mostly the dwarves and maybe the guy who just kind of bashed the door in. Like, listen to this guy.
Yeah, Gunnar just kind of crosses his arms and says, "Well, it's a tomb. No reason to it, I guess. Unless there's something particularly compelling behind that door."
It is the tomb of my master. I have stayed here for many centuries to guard his rest.
Well, I say we came here for goblins, ghosts, and treasures, and we found one of 3, so let's go look for the other 2.
I concur.
Can I just have a little peek through the door?
The door has been rusted shut. You can't really see anything through it.
I'm actually asking the ghost.
Oh, you're actually literally asking the ghost. He says, Why would you need to look through? Please, if you open the door, people who are less scrupulous will try to break in.
Yeah, you're right, okay. Yeah, now that he sees that the door is completely rusted shut, he realizes nobody's been in and out of the place. Or could I make a perception check to make sure that's the case?
Yes, go for it.
Although I don't know how to do anything with these new character sheets.
Find the perception skill in your core stats and click on the word perception.
Aha.
Yeah, you were DMing last time.
Oh no!
You seem
fantastic.
You can't really tell either way. It's a rusty door. It's warped and looks like it's kind of fairly sturdy, but it's hard to say whether at any point in time somebody might have opened it and closed it again. It doesn't look like it's been opened recently.
Can I do a check to see if there's any other movement or anything's been disturbed around the rest of the room?
Yes. You